Hello again, everyone. I am back to do another video. I know it's been a while, I apologize. As soon as it starts getting warm and nice out for spring and summer, we start doing lots more camping trips and fly fishing and things like that. So it's gotten a bit more busy recently, and I haven't had as much time to do YouTube videos, bag reviews, as well as sewing bags for my company, Button Rock Leathers, has slowed down a little bit. But this month, since we just got back from our camping trip, we don't have any more trips planned right now, so I should have more time to focus back on bags this month. So we'll see how that goes, but I'll do my best. Yeah, so let's jump right in. This video is going to be doing a review and comparison of my Rough and Tumble collection that I have right now. There have been a couple other ones that didn't stick around long. Either I wasn't a fan of the leather or I wasn't a fan of the style or the size. So I did catch and release a few of them to kind of figure out what works for me. And these four I really, really like, and I'm still checking the group pretty much every day. Okay, let's be honest, every day, and just seeing what's out there, and nothing is really catching my eye or appealing to me. Luckily, my love for neutral colors keeps me kind of limited in what I really am drawn to, and the Rough and Tumble does have a lot of colored leathers that aren't really my style, so that keeps me a little bit in check and in control as far as buying. But these four, like I said, I really, really enjoy. So I think I will just go from left to right here, starting at the end. So this is, sorry, someone fell over. I do have bubbles, stuffing in all of them, plus my actual daily carry stuff is in one of them, just that they'll stand up a little bit better because they are very floppy leather, and they do just kind of want to lie flat when they're empty and not stand up. So for display purposes in this video, I stuffed all of them so you can get a better view of them. But starting with this one, so this is the large open pocket train, and this one is not available on the website, and it's not available on their online customizer. I do think they still make it though. I think you have to call in to customize. All of my finds have been buy, sell, trade, because I'm impatient, and also to save a little bit of money getting used bags while I was figuring out what styles work for me. And I got lucky that I found four of them that I love the leathers, I love everything about them, so I don't need to customize. But there is still one leather that is calling to me, and I might try customizing, but it does have a long wait time. It probably varies. I haven't been in Rough and Tumble for very long, but I think the wait time right now is 8 to 12 weeks, which is pretty long, and I'm not super patient. But I might try it. It's either I try a custom, or I hold out and wait to see if the leather I'm wanting pops up in buy, sell, trade, or give up on it, But I am feeling pretty content in these four bags. So this one, like I said, large open pocket train. The train is one of their cinch bags, so it has a cinch top. And this one I actually took on a recent camping trip, and it did fantastic. The leather on this one is called Cypress, which was a limited leather. So this leather is no longer available, and it's kind of it's like a cross between the rustic pecan and the distresso, which I can show you. So the bottom of this bag is distresso. So this right here, you can see it's a little bit darker. And then the bottom of this bag is rustic pecan. So you can see that the cypress is kind of in between those two colors, and it is also more of a matte feel. It isn't one of those really shiny, glossy leathers. I prefer the matte, rustic feel, As soon as we got back from camping, I did condition this one. I was going to do it before we left, and I just didn't have time because we were busy and packing and everything. But as soon as it got here, it did seem a little dry. So when we got back from camping, I did go ahead and condition it. It gave it a little bit more of a sheen than it had before, but it was pretty thirsty. It did not really darken the leather that I've noticed. I use Bic 4 conditioner. I don't use the Rough and Tumble conditioner because I haven't gotten any from them, but they do sell conditioner, and they recommend like either their super saturating or their light saturating conditioner per each leather that they have. But I've used Bic 4 for a lot of different bags, and I really, really like it, and I know it doesn't really darken leather. So I went ahead and I did a very light coat of Bic 4, and it turned out really gorgeous. So this bag, going camping with us, it was thrown on the ground. It was thrown on top of some rocks. It was on the floor of the car, the dirty floor mat next to my dry, they weren't wet, they were dry Fisher wading boots, but they were still on the dirty floor next to that. And yeah, it definitely got some dirt on the bottom, but it just rubbed right off. There's no scratches, no nothing. This leather is incredible. This actually might be my favorite leather. And I only bought this bag to try out the large train, thinking that this was kind of a bland bag. It's all one color. It's kind of whatever, and it'd probably be too big and I wouldn't love it. I love this bag. I love this bag. When I first took it out of the package, I was like, whoa, that is freaking huge. Because I had a medium train before, and this is the Rothko. It's about the size of the medium train. So you can see there's a pretty good difference. So I pulled the large out and I was like, oh my God, that's way too huge. I'm just going to sell this bag. But I decided to take it camping anyways and to carry it for like 5 days or 6 days. And I fell in love. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, what else do I want to say about this bag? The cinch is super tight. Like it stays closed. It's not super loose where it will just like come undone. I think the straps are Distresso. These poles are Distresso and straps are Distresso, which is another like matte rustic type of leather. And so it just holds this cinch closed really, really well. So to cinch and uncinch these bags, you have 2 poles here. So these ends of the poles have ties on them, and then these ends have loops on them. So to cinch the bag closed, you pull on both of the tied pieces, and then to open it, you pull on the loop pieces. And with the other train that I had with the cinch, I could cinch it closed, and then I could just pull it open with my hands like this. But this leather being so like matte and grippy, I actually can't open it very well just pulling with my hands. You actually do kind of have to use loops, which I really like because it makes that cinch feel really secure. It's not going to come undone on its own. And I really like the open pockets on the front. They're really, really deep. This leather is thick enough that when I have my phone in this pocket, I can't see the outline of my phone or whatever I have in here, which I like. And the medium train that I had, the pocket was a little bit more difficult to get into. Like something about the texture of the leather on the pockets, I think was a little more stiff. And when I try to put my phone in, it would kind of get caught and not go all the way down into the pocket. So I do like this one better. I don't know if it's because the leather is a little more squishy or if it's the large size, but these pockets function a lot better. Things just slide right down in there all the way. I don't have to like wiggle it and get it down in there manually. So this is they have 2 different types of strap adjustments if you're doing the 3-way. This is the low profile 3-way strapping, so that's what that looks like. And I'll show you the hoop strap here in a minute when I get to that bag. Yeah, all of my bags have the low profile except for one. And honestly, I don't notice a difference other than the hoop one is longer, I guess, but I don't need that length. So this is where I have it set. I like my bags to be set where I can reach the the tips of my fingers, sorry, reach the bottom of the bag when it's on shoulder carry. That way I can easily reach everything I need to reach when I'm getting into the bag from my shoulder, because that's like the most convenient way that I throw it on. And then at that length, it works really well for crossbody too. So that's what it looks like on the body. It is a big bag. It holds all of my stuff plus like way more space than I need, but I like it because it conforms to my body, so it doesn't feel too huge when I'm carrying it. But if I need to throw more stuff in there, I've got all the space I could possibly need. So I really, really like it. I always like a big bag though, but with these nice soft leathers, they're lighter to carry than some of the thick full grain leathers. And a lot of Rough and Tumble's leathers are still full grain. They're just a thinner ounce weight. So lighter, but huge and squishy, conforms to my body. I absolutely love this bag. This might be my favorite actually, and I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, I love this bag. All of my bags, you'll notice I did make them all their own little charms with wood beads that I put together. I didn't make these decorative wood beads. I did buy those on Etsy, but then I just put them together. And I selected like specific beads for each bag, because I've been a fan of this bead maker for a long time, using it on my journal covers, and so just had to get more of her beads. But yeah, I think these bags look fantastic, either without the top cinched or with it cinched closed. I think they look fabulous either way, and they function really well. Last little thing to show you is the three-way strapping. So I showed you can do it on the shoulder or crossbody, but the thing that really appealed to me with these bags is I've been looking for a good leather backpack, and I don't really love any of the options out there, but these bags have the three-way strapping. So you just pull them through and voila, it's a backpack. So with the Distresso strapping, like I said, it's more matte and grippy, so it'll hold in this position a little bit better than some of the other ones. But I have worn my medium train while we were out and about fishing and stuff, and I had my fishing pack on my hip, and I had my train on my back like this, and we were hiking around through a park, and it was the most comfortable, literally the most comfortable backpack I think I've ever had, and I wasn't expecting that. I was just like, okay, I'll try it. It's kind of a cool feature, but they're so comfy. And usually wherever the straps are set for being correct on my hip is fine for backpack mode as well. This one might be a little bit long for backpack, but it's super comfy. And I think that the cinch top bags look the best for a backpack. So there it is, that's the large. So incredibly comfy. The only little issue that I have with the three-way strapping is when you go to take it off your shoulder, this is a grippier strap, so it's kind of staying, but it will slide all the way down the length of the strap, and then to get it back on, you kind of have to put these back to where they're even again. So it can be a little bit of a pain, but then you just slide them through, and there it goes. It might be a little easier to see on the lighter colored bag, so I'll show you on the Rothko as well. I think I've gone over a lot of like the little details and stuff that are kind of more generalized. So let's just get through the rest of these bags real quick. So this is the Rothko design. It's another cinch top, and this is the regular size. And they are now making the baby, large, maybe extra large, I'm not sure. But it is available in the customizer, and there might be a couple available like in stock as well, or in production or whatever. But let me show the difference in size one more time between the large train and the regular Rothko. Like I said, the regular Rothko is about the size of the medium train-ish, You can check the dimensions online. I think the Rothko is a little more slim in depth than the medium train, and definitely smaller than the large train. So this is probably the smallest bag I own, actually. But it's a really good size. It works for me. I do love it. It's super cute. It is washed ash, which is a lamb leather. It's the only bag I have in lamb, so I'm like, well, I have to keep it. And what else? Oh yeah, with wolf straps and pulls. And the wolf is much more slick and a little bit shiny. So it pulls into the three-way strap a little bit more easily because the straps aren't so grippy. So that's what it looks like. And this one has a little dove bead. I thought it went really well with the gray of this bag. This is also the only non-brown bag I have other than the blue one I made for myself before we went camping. But anyways, let me see. I think I showed that off frame because I'm really good at this. But this is where the straps go through. And then to get into backpack, you take the strap, and then it would work better if I had the weight of all of my items in here, but it just pulls like that. And then voila, you're in backpack mode. And then I'm gonna just kind of wiggle that into place where it's kind of cinched all the way there. And there it is. So I'll show what the regular size Rothko looks like on backpack. Yeah, the cinch bags look really, really cute as a little backpack. This one I have set a little bit tighter, and it's super, super comfortable. Now with this strapping being wolf and being a shinier, glossier, slicker material, when I go to pull it off of my shoulder, it's going to, especially with the weight of my stuff in there, it will just slide all the way down the length of that strap. So it's not like you can have it on as a backpack and pull it around to get into very easily because that strap is going to pull through those loops. Hopefully that makes sense. But it is really easy to just go back to a shoulder carry and be able to get right in there. So the only real difference with the Rothko and the train designs is that the Rothkos have this slip pocket with this flap on top. And my phone does fit perfectly in this, so I really enjoy it. But it's a little bit like, sorry, I don't know how to describe this. It fits well, however, if I dump the bag upside down, my phone does manage to slip out because this leather is really soft. But as long as it's right side up, it's really secure. My phone isn't going to come out of there. Also, the other thing I mentioned with the cinch top bags is pulling it closed with the tied ends. I can actually pull this one open with my hands really easily because the washed ash and the pulls are all a much slicker texture leather. So I can pull this one open a lot more easily. I'm not going to go into the details on all the inside pockets and everything super in depth. I think I already did that in one of the reviews I did. So this bag just has white eggshell lining. It doesn't have a custom lining. This was an in-production bag that I bought secondhand. But they do have a zip pocket along the back and then some slip pockets along the front here. They all also have key leashes that I really, really like. They're nice and long, so the weight of your keys aren't pulling down the side of the leather since it's a soft leather, and it comes out far enough that you can actually like reach whatever you're unlocking without unhooking your keys. So I really, really like those. yeah, I think that's it for the Rothko. I do want to show the texture of this washed ash lamb. Like, it has a little bit of texture. It is a bit more glossy and slick, which I don't normally like glossy leathers, but I really, really like this gray. It's such a gorgeous neutral, and I don't have any other gray bags or lamb leather. So yeah, I love that bag. And again, it's another one that I was like, I really want to try the Rothko, but I don't think I'm going to love this one, but let's buy it and try it. Love it. It's not going anywhere. So this is the one that I got first before any of these. I did get another one like first, but this one was, this one actually got traded back and forth a little bit. So I traded this one for a bag, and then she wanted to trade this one back to me for a different one of my bags. And as soon as I traded this one away, I actually really, really missed it. And so I'm really glad she wanted to trade back, because I love this bag. It looks really boring, like it's just dark brown, but there's something about the texture of these browns that it is just so floppy and conforms to my body so well. I love the Distresso. So the Distresso base is, again, that rustic matte leather that I feel like is going to take a beating and not show any signs of wear, and is just so durable. And then the top, I really didn't expect to like this leather. This is Distressed Tusk. It has a little bit more shine and gloss to it, but it's not like high gloss. It's not super, super shiny and glossy, but I really, really like it too. And the way that this bag drapes, it's not quite draping the way it would with my stuff in there, because bubbles are just, they're not going to be the same weight to it. But the way that this bag drapes and hangs is just phenomenal. I love the way it feels. Again, it has the Distresso strapping, so nice grippy strapping that I feel like holds onto my shoulder really, really well, and I really like that. Oh, and this is, sorry, this is the large City Safari. Large City Safari with a double zip, double exposed zip. There's another design where they have like a flap over the zip, and there's another one with a single zip. And I don't think there's a plain front. I think that would be considered the hobo. But anyways, large City Safari. It just reminds me of like brownies. It's a nice, thick, chewy leather. Yeah, it's really, really gorgeous. And I love the charm that I made for this one. So this is a little chicken charm that's handmade. I forget who made it. I'm so sorry, I didn't look before. But it's a little chicken. And then I got more beads, and I got this succulent bead. And so I put this together, and my partner goes, "I like your succulent chicken." Oh my gosh. So this is my succulent chicken bag. It's very, very succulent. Yeah, anyways, let me just go ahead and show on the body with this large City Safari. There's something about the way that this bag holds my stuff. It feels a little more narrow than the other City Safari that I have, which I really, really like. I don't know, like they're all handmade, so I know there's slight discrepancies in their sizing, but this one, as well as just the different types of leather, are going to have more or less structure and hold things differently. So this one feels a little more narrow when it's on the body. It also, when I put it on the table or on the ground or whatever, when it has my stuff in there, it doesn't seem to pool out as much. I'll show you what I mean with this last one. It holds in a narrower shape better. And for that reason, I really, really love the way this one carries. So it's a big bag. You know, I like my big bags, but yeah, I love the thick full grain leather bags, but when I got my first Rough and Tumble, this type of bag is what I was used to for like the entirety of my life. I love the soft leather that just like conforms to your hip. and doesn't stick out and stay structured and like bump into things, if that makes sense. So I really, yeah, it just felt like I was coming home with these bags. I love them, and I am planning to start making some of the softer, drapier leather bags in my own shop as well, because, you know, to continue with my passion, I need to make what I would want to carry. And I'm also going to still make more structured bags, but yeah, so that will be coming up. So that is the succulent chicken. I think I went over all the details. So this is the last one. This one is probably my most like fancy and flashy. It's got 2 different tones of brown going on here, and it is also the large city safari, and it has my stuff in it now, so you can actually really see the drape really well, because it's actually got that weight in there instead of just air-filled bubbles. It also has its own custom bead charm, which I did buy some extra beads, so I will be adding some of those beads onto tassels for my own shop soon, but these beads were specifically selected for these bags. But anyways, large city safari. Again, the zips on the front are reversed so that they sit in the center when it's closed, instead of the other one, the zips sit on the edges when the pockets are closed here. My phone does fit in these pockets, but sometimes I have to kind of stretch it out to the full length of the bag to get my pocket to zip. Where it's sitting down like this, it won't zip because my phone will be sticking out. The rest of the details on this bag, it is rustic pecan, which again, matte and rugged type of leather, very rustic. And then this is distressed fawn, also matte and rustic, and I love distressed fawn. This distressed fawn is a little bit darker than the other one I had, which I still like it a lot. I did really like the lighter one, but this one matches better, I think, with the two-tone. And then this detail here is called Buffalo, and it's got a lot of character. And then the poles, I think, are Field here. And then the strap is vintage brown. And this one is the hoop, like I said I would show. So this is the hoop strap, and it's like their vintage way that they used to do it, and now it's an extra charge for custom. It just adds, I think, extra length. I'm not sure. I think it adds extra length to the strap. I can show you that this bag sits way down low on my hip because I have it set where it still has that extra length to it. And the reason I have adjusted it a little shorter, but it's still really long, but I haven't fiddled with it more because it sits really well for crossbody. I really like it. And it's just having variety. You know, this one sits a lot lower than my other large city safari, and I like having that variety. It's totally fine. And I got a short strap. So some of the bags have D-rings as well, and you can put on a short strap so that you can carry it on your shoulder as well. So I decided to leave the long strap really long since I had that short strap on there as well. So it's like way long. You cannot reach the bottom. I can't even show you the bottom on my tiptoes. But I feel like it just hugs my hip really well. Crossbody. Really like it. And then it's super easy. Usually when I first get out of my car, I'll just throw it on my shoulder. And that works really well. I love this bag so much. So this one is the one, I traded this bag for this bag. And then I missed that one and traded again. But this one, so I had a very similar bag sitting in my cart, customized. I was just like totally wanting and dreaming of having rustic pecan and distressed fawn. That's actually what I wanted. And they don't have distressed fawn in the online customizer. I don't know if you can phone it in or not. But I also know you can't use like the discount code through the group on the phone-ins. And I'm so impatient for customs. So I had a similar bag in my cart, but I just didn't commit to it. And then this one popped up in the buy sell trade, and I got so lucky that it popped up exactly what I was looking for, and I was able to get it. And yeah, I love this bag. I never would have picked the buffalo strap here, but I love it. The only thing I don't love about this bag is the inside lining isn't necessarily what I would pick, and not really love for me completely, but it's inside. The linings don't really matter to me that much. And then it also has the, like, I forget what the linings are called, but it has this like gold linen. I think it's cinnamon lacquer, maybe, but it's kind of gold and shiny. It's really pretty. I can appreciate it, but it's not something that I would put on my bag. But it's inside. It really doesn't bother me. Everything that's perfect about this bag definitely compensates for that. So very last thing, sorry if this video is getting a little bit long. I think I say that every time, but I do want to show what this large city safari looks like on backpack mode. So I think this might be showing it a little bit better, how to get it into backpack. I usually set it on my knee or on a table if I have it, and then I'm just going to draw the straps through until they're symmetrical. It usually doesn't take me very long at all, especially with the slippier, less grippy strapping. Okay, those are pretty symmetrical. And the city safaris don't look quite as good on as a backpack in my opinion. And with this strap being long, it's definitely hanging pretty low. So it's really comfortable. It works if you need a backpack and you're not like totally turned off by how this looks, then you're good because it's so comfortable. And I don't really care how it looks. But I do think generally that the Cinch bags look better in backpack mode. So usually to get it off of my back, because if I just pull it off this shoulder, it's just going to slide down that strap. I guess I'll show that because this actually has the weight of my stuff. So now it's all on the strap here, and I got to pull the strap and put it back. So normally to grab them off of my back, I just kind of support the bottom as I swing it around and grab both the straps. But anyways, that is my Rough and Tumble collection. No one is leaving. No one new is coming in for now. And I'm, really, really happy. I love these bags. They are full grain leather, unless it's like a nubuck or suede, then those technically aren't full grain. These are just a lighter ounce weight full grain leather, but they feel super durable, super amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to continue to use these bags. I love them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for all my ramblings. I just wanted to give more information for those of you that are rough and tumble curious like I was. So hopefully this was helpful. And thank you guys so much for watching, and watch my page for new bags, new reviews, new updates, all that stuff. So have a great day, everyone. Thank you.